started Israel at Heart back in 2002 because I was very disappointed the way people who didn't know Israel saw Israel, based on the media, based on the television, based on what they read in the paper. And generally the impression people get of Israel is one of a violent country that oppresses people, and that anyone who knows Israel and someone who loves Israel like I do was very disappointed by that. One of the things I realized was one of the complaints that people have of Israel is they call it an apartheid state, a racist state that discriminates, whether it's against the Ethiopian Israelis who were living in Israel. And what I decided was, in each group of 3 students, these 3 students would come and spend 2 weeks in America. We would give them a schedule, a car, a phone, and they would travel around their area from morning till night, giving their impressions of what Israel means to them. And so I decided, very early on, to put one Ethiopian Israeli who could discuss and deal with the issue of racism and discrimination, and explain how they felt as Ethiopian, originally their parents coming from there, having moved to Israel, having served in the army, then having gone to university and participating in Israeli society. And once we began these tours, they did a very, very good job. They were able to reach students who typical white Israelis would never have been able to reach, because no one would have believed them, because they would have felt, oh, this is propaganda. And as I started to work more and more with Ethiopians, and Ethiopian Israelis, and as I got to know them better, I realized that the biggest problem they had was the stereotypes that Israeli society has about them. Stereotypes come from misconceptions that people have based on things that they read, things that they hear, unfortunately very often from a government official who people respect and think they know. And I realized what I would like to do is try to break those stereotypes. And the way to do that, I felt, was to get them a college degree, let them start working in businesses, and people would see they're every bit as capable as everybody else. It was just a question of getting them the opportunity. Today we have about 150 graduates. We have 45 studying right now at school, all different faculties, accounting, communication, law, psychology, you name it, they study it. And everyone who's graduated gets a job. There's a whole bunch of programs, like in life, when you start something, you never know where it's going to go. The key thing is to start. You take that first step and so much, opens up to you. And these students were so outstanding that as I got to know them, it actually, for me, is one of the best investments I ever made.